So I think I speak for many here when we have to make a decision in terms of who to captain out of Laird and Bonampally, because the VC fell through of Dunkley, and I'll have a solution. You just flip a coin. So heads for Bonampally, tails for Rory Laird. So we're just going to flip a coin. Whatever it lands on, we're going to do. So up it goes. Heads. Rio went 180 last time. It's as easy as that. Just flip a coin and make a decision. Good luck. See how we go. Go Bond.
Bills, mate. This is elite thinking from you. So here we go. We're going to flip the turn. Oh, look there!
Hey, welcome to the round 16 review for SuperCoach 2023, and look, another really good week. Nine rank rises in a row. Just so happy with that. Round 6, we captained Turk for a 40. We go down again round 7, and then since round 7, it's just been an ongoing cycle. We just continue to rise, and hopefully we can get to 10 in a row. But look at that rank, 4.8 overall. I love that. I never would have thought I'd come back this strong. I didn't really think I'd done much right. I still had a rookie on field, and we still managed to go up 472 spots. So, look, I'm just really happy with that. 8 out of 10 league wins. I lost me cashy by about 10 points. Far out. That sucks, but oh well. You do get that. I had a pretty good streak going on in that league as well, which is more important. Top 3% overall still, I think, far out. I'd just be stuck in there. I reckon I'd be close to the top 2%. I'll be knocking on the door anyway. That's all right. I think we're going pretty well. But yeah, 2,540 was scaled down 10 points. I don't really know how, but nonetheless, we are taking that. The top 4% score. I saw a lot of teams that went 2,600 and had led captain. So if you're one of those advocates, well, kudos to yourself, because you must be doing a lot right if you've butchered the captaincy that hard and still hit 2.6. There seems to be, I think, about 4 or 5 people commented on one of my Twitter posts saying that they did that. So well done to those people. But yeah, really, really happy with the squad. And this week we're going to have 22 on field and Sicily on the bench. So yeah, really excited to dabble into those trades. But yeah, look, I think the team's in good stead. So yeah, these 4 here, unbelievable. This is what we love. Lloyd's been really good as well. Just consistent. Been a couple of bad scores, but other than that, hasn't had the lowest floor. I think, yeah, 70-something was the worst. And then it, yeah, just in the 90s, anywhere from 90 to 100. It was definitely the wrong call bringing him in over Ryan. But look, it's all good. You can't get him all right. I think he'll be fine for the rest of the season at D6. And yeah, speaking of D6, our current D6, Will Day. Well,
sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Is the best way I can describe this pick. I mean, the most inconsistent player I've seen this year. I mean, 140 last week against, who was it? Gold Coast, I reckon, when they just towed up on him. Played Carlton at the MCG, 65. For fuck's sake, don't you just hate that? So yeah, we're stuck with him. I know a very large portion of the top 1% have him. I'm pretty sure 80%, 90% even of sides in the top 1% overall have him. I saw a stat. I think it might have been Tim Mitchell on Twitter. So that's very interesting. So pod move would be to probably get rid of him. I can't. I've got money to. I've got one more trade left for the rest of the season for sort of emergencies. So yeah, we're not going to do that, but I'm flirting with the idea of getting him up to Orion. I can do that this week, but I'd have 0 trades left. Is it worth it? Let me know in the comments. Chesser, that's a career high for him. So yeah, that's sexy. Midfielders, so Bonampally, a 114 captain, in my opinion, this week was probably worth 140, because obviously, you saw at the start of the video, I was going to captain Laird. I swear I was going to do it. So I was like, I just can't decide. I was on and off, umming and ahhing, and I thought, you know what, stuff it. Let's flip a coin. I did that. Yes, JD put me in my place. Kudos to him. A 140 VC on Neil is beautiful. But yeah, I'm much rather Bont captain over Laird. That could have been shambolic, so I avoided that carnage. I know many had the captain on Laird, poor bastards. Oh, you hate that. But Bonampally was the obvious one, and that is fine. And we'd love to captain Merritt too, but you can't pick that. Gee, those Dons as well, I tell ya. That's another story that I don't really want to go into. I'm sure the lads on the Saw Play potty tomorrow night will remind me of that. But yeah, very unfortunate. But yeah, what a great score from Zeret. That's something we absolutely love. Track was solid on debut. Laird was super disappointing. Didn't see any of the game because I was watching Bonampally play instead, which was fine. Did slow down a little bit towards the end, but that's all right. Neil was great. Anderson Green, solid. Stanley will be a really nice loophole for the rest of the season in the midfield. You'll see what I'll do there. Robertson, we took that score. We needed him to go bang, and he did exactly that. So 75 is fine. And we had the chance to field Windhager, but we're obviously going to take 75 every day of the week. The rucks, so yeah, Ron was solid. Stiff for a few that probably captained him when they VC Bonampally. That is unfortunate. Yeah, you do get that. And Briggs had a bit of a reality check on the weekend. It was shocking conditions, was sharked a lot by Petrarca and Viney as well. They both played out of their skin. And the double team ruck combo, Gawn and Grundy, or the Gaundy as many would say, got the best of Brigos, so hopefully he can respond this week. We'll see what happens there though. VC Dunkley was subbed out. I don't know if he plays this week. I'm in big shit if he doesn't. We'll see what happens. We can just field Windhager, but it's not ideal. So yeah, we really hope that Dunkley is okay, but I won't be VCing him this week. We'll talk about that. Tim Taranto basically just played on Dunkley. It was a pretty good matchup, but I thought Dunkley got the best of him. So yeah, you won't see that often from Timmy Boy. He had a great season. Still top 150 Kane, so we love that. Gordon, fantastic. Rosie, watched him live. What a player. He's spectacular. He just does it all. His ball use is elite. Even in the wettest of conditions, it's unbelievable. He's going to be such a great player for Port Adelaide. What a future they have, those two. Butters, Rosie, and even Horn Francis too. They're doing great things. Cogs was solid. Sheasel, yeah, it's a worry. We'll see what happens in the future between he and Day. It might be a luxury trade. We'll see what happens. And Marek was really good. Was a late in, and what an in he was for the Eagles. Yeah, very stiff not to win that West Coast, but what a response from last week. A week is a long time in football, and we've seen that with West Coast who played with a lot of heart. So we'd love to see that. I won't waste too much time. We'll dive into our trades. So it would be Windhager or Robertson that go this week. I think Windhager's the better option to hold. Has that DPP. Still more cash to make, which is probably irrelevant at this point of the season. But I think he's better cover. And Robertson, yeah, I'm going to get rid of him, which is fine. And this has been something I've wanted to do for so many weeks now. It's cover for Sicily. It is just the perfect. It is landed on my lap, really, this option. It couldn't have been a better time for it. So Sicily on the bench. We'll get a full set of primos. If you can consider this bloke a primo, you guys already know who I'm gonna jump on. I think 15% have traded him in this week, and why wouldn't you? Callum Mills, come into my team, mate. Come in and be my M8 until Sicily returns, and then he will be M9 alongside Will Day, and we're just going to loophole them every single week. So that's why I trade in Stanley. So he has a lot of Sunday games. I think the only time I can't loophole Mills for Day is the last round, which could be interesting, but we'll just see what Constable does in that week. It depends on the fixtures as well. But yeah, Mills, a lot of Thursday, Friday, and early Saturday games. So that is just perfect. It couldn't have worked out any better there. So I'm happy to do that. You're paying nothing for him. A bit of a drive-by to Janeth, who paid top dollar for the bloke, like $630, I think he was. So, which is nothing against him in all seriousness, because he's got great awareness, and if he's willing to pay 600 plus for Mills, I'm definitely willing to pay 400 for him. And a lot of people sideways in Sheasel to get there, where I've banked money. I planned ahead for this trade and it's worked out perfectly. I sideways Robertson to Mills. So that means I've got Dane Sheasel, which is not ideal either, but I've got 23 premiums when Sicily returns. Sicily will come on in defence, day for Constable, and a loophole at M8 and 9 for the rest of the season. So I can't wait to do that. Only one more week for Sicily. I think that'll be worth it. We haven't had Sicily and we've still gone up in the rank. So that's saying something. And I think we're going to be a dynamic force when Sicily returns. Can't wait for that, but we'll see what happens. And our captains for this week. How can you not VC Neil at the Gabba against West Coast? He is going to do an absolute number on that midfield. I cannot wait to do that. There is Dacos against the Western Bulldogs, but I think you want to VC your captain. That's what Janif says. VC who you want to be captain the most and then fall back on someone safe as houses. So I would like to captain Bonampally, but because he plays early, we can't do that. We're going to captain Zach Merritt Sunday afternoon against Adelaide. I'll be at this game. Hopefully he can continue this unbelievable form that we're seeing at the moment. Far out. It's just beautiful football. And then Mills can come on for Stanley. We don't really need a loophole because Sicily isn't back yet for obvious reasons. But going forward, we will utilise that at all costs. So this is a side. It's completed, finally. We're coming into round 17 and we've completed the team officially, so really happy. I'm treating Mills as a primo, an absolute fallen premium, if you will. 400k, what an absolute steal. Can't wait to see what sort of damage he can do in the side for the rest of the season. But that's it for the video, guys. Yeah, it's been unreal. I know the views have dropped off a lot because, who really cares at this point? But to the OGs that have stuck around and watched every single review, I love you all. Get around it. And to everyone that gets around the Saw Play podcast with the two great men, we love that too. So, stay tuned for that one tomorrow night. That's about it from me. Take it easy. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next video.